If you've restarted your money plan more than once this year, this is for you. New month, new spreadsheet, new motivation, and then by month 3, it fades. So instead of falling for the trap of another restart, let's build something you can actually stick to. So Kent, if someone is tired of resetting during month 1, where do they start?
You don't start with a new app. You start with your last 30 days of transactions. Open your bank account, go line by line, read every charge. Enter all charges into an Excel or Google Sheet yourself in categories. Most people think they know where their money goes. They know the big bills, rent, insurance, utilities, but the pattern is in the small stuff. 12 coffee runs, food delivery and random Tuesdays. Amazon buys you barely remember making. Each one feels small. Together, it's a few $100s that drifted. And month 1 is important. You don't fix anything yet. You're not canceling, you're not cutting. You're just seeing it clearly. When you read it yourself, and especially when you enter each charge yourself, it hits differently than when an app summarizes it for you.
So, no big overhaul yet, just awareness.
Exactly. If you skip this step, everything after it is built on guesswork.
Alright, you've seen the numbers in month 1. What changes in month 2?
You stop depending on discipline. Discipline sounds strong. It's not reliable. You don't make financial decisions when you're calm and focused. You make them when you're tired, stressed, bored. So you move the decision earlier. Set one automatic transfer the day your paycheck hits. Savings, investment, whatever you're building. Pick a percentage that stretches you a little, but you can live with it. And once it's set, you don't renegotiate it next month because things feel tight. If you keep adjusting the rule, it stops being a rule.
So, month 2 is about putting the system in place before emotion shows up.
Exactly. You're building a system that saves for you.
This is usually where people fall off.
Yes, because month 3 is boring. No big results, no dramatic change. Your savings is slightly higher, spending is slightly cleaner, and your brain starts asking if it's even working. That boredom is normal. People think something is wrong because it doesn't feel exciting anymore. But stability isn't exciting. So here's the move in month 3. Review every recurring charge, every subscription, every auto payment. Cancel one thing, not 10. 1. It's not about the money, it's about control. You're reminding yourself you run the system.
And this is also when people start loosening rules quietly.
Yes, skipping one transfer, justifying one extra spend. That's how resets start. Month 3 is about holding the line.
Up to now, we've focused mostly on structure. What changes in month 4?
Income. Cutting has limits, earning doesn't. Month 4 is not start 3 side hustles. It's one move. Ask for the raise, apply for the better role, pick up contract work. Build one skill that makes you more valuable. One action. Because if your income goes up even a few $100s a month, everything downstream improves. Savings feels lighter, investing feels easier. Most people obsess over trimming small expenses and avoid the uncomfortable conversation that actually moves the needle.
It's easier to cut groceries than to ask for more.
Exactly. But income growth changes the game.
All right. What's month 5?
Impulse control, but not in a dramatic way. Impulse spending doesn't feel reckless. It feels justified. You had a long day. You deserve it. It's only $40. The problem is repetition. So, month 5 adds one rule. For any non-essential purchase, wait 72 hours. That's it. Most urges fade. The ones that don't, you think through clearly. You're not banning spending. You're slowing it down. That pause alone changes behavior.
So this isn't about being extreme. It's about not reacting instantly.
Exactly. You're putting space between emotion and action.
And now month 6.
Stability. You stop tweaking everything. Pick a simple investment structure. Broad, diversified, long-term. Set recurring contributions, and then leave it alone. No reacting to headlines. No redesigning your plan because 1 month felt off. By month 6, your job is to protect the system from yourself. Compounding doesn't start when you open the account. It starts when you stay consistent long enough for the math to work. After 6 months, things don't feel chaotic anymore. They feel structured. That mental shift matters more than the dollar amount.
And people will mess up somewhere in this.
Of course, you'll overspend 1 month. You'll forget a transfer. The difference between someone who stabilizes and someone who keeps restarting isn't perfection. It's what happens next. One mistake doesn't ruin the system. Quitting does. If you slip, you correct it and move on. You don't burn it down and start fresh again.
So, here's the starting point. Open your account. Look at the last 30 days. Categorize it yourself. Don't fix it yet. Just see it. Then put a date 6 months from today on your calendar. Between now and that date, your only job is simple. Stick to this structure. Don't quit and don't reset.
It won't feel dramatic. It won't feel exciting. But 6 months of steady structure beats 6 fresh starts every time.
Comment, I'm in, if you are ready to start this system with us. And Dr. Kent and I will see you on the next one.